Now, a mega India Today scoop on the Red Fort Light and Sound show. Several references of Nehru and Gandhi have been omitted from the newly inaugurated Light and Sound show, named as Jai Hind at Red Fort, even as the rise of Marathas and Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's Indian National Army gained more spotlight. India Today has learnt that Light and Sound show running at Red Fort since the 70s had mention of Bhola Bhai Desai and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru as lawyers who defended INA soldiers during INA trials conducted at Red Fort. However, in the newly inaugurated show, this reference was missing. Similarly, earlier, while highlighting our freedom struggle post-1857 mutiny, Gandhi was described as torch. However, this time he was only shown amongst other freedom fighters without any mention. Gautam is joining us on this. Rahul, to take us through on this entire development, what some of the key omittances are, any reaction we've gotten so far as well, because these are fairly significant shifts in the narrative.
Well, at least two references pertaining to Nehru and Gandhi have been omitted from the newly inaugurated Light and Sound show Jai Hind that was opened by Home Minister Mr. Amit Shah last night. Now, what we are learning from our sources that earlier during the earlier Light and Sound show, there was a mention, there was a reference that how Jawaharlal Nehru had defended INA soldiers during the infamous INA trials that were conducted inside Red Fort. Other than this, Mahatma Gandhi was also hailed as a as a torch, during the independence movement. However, this time he has not been mentioned, and in fact only part of the portraits of the other freedom fighters. Now, ASI, I myself spoke with them, and they are saying that certain omissions have been made because of the fact that they wanted to keep it short and within the time limit of 1 hour, and because of the fact that now the story of Light and Sound show has gone from 1947 till 2014, and therefore these changes have been made. However, they are saying that no partiality or no discrimination have been made, and in fact everything is as per the accurate historical order. So therefore you can expect that is certainly going to set a stage for confrontation between Congress and ruling party, because they've been alleging that the ruling party has been distorting the historical image of Congress party and particularly of Nehru Gandhi.
Sure. So let's take you through some of those changes again. That's a mega India Today scoop. This is on the Red Fort Light and Sound show. Several references of Nehru and Gandhi have been omitted. This is from the newly inaugurated show. It's called Jai Hind at Red Fort. Even as the rise of Marathas and Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's Indian National Army have garnered more spotlight. India Today has learned that the Light and Sound show running at Red Fort, now this has been running since the 70s, had mention of Bhola Bhai Desai and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru as lawyers who defended INA soldiers during the INA trials conducted at Red Fort. However, in the newly inaugurated show, this reference was missing. Similarly, earlier, while highlighting the freedom struggle post the 1857 mutiny, Gandhi was described as a torch. However, this time he was only shown amongst other freedom fighters without any mention. Has there been any explanation, Rahul, by the organizers, any kind of context provided in terms of why they've made these changes?
Well, I must tell, for the benefit of viewers, that earlier the Light and Show sound was managed by ITDC, that is Indian Tourism Development Corporation. But this time around, it has been executed by the Dalmia Group, which is a private group. And in fact, I've been trying to reach out to those people, but the Dalmia Group, when I asked them to share the script of the newly inaugurated show, they said they can't really do it at this point of time. So obviously, they're trying to hush up the entire matter. But ASI has spoken on record. They are saying that that Nehru and Gandhi, they are very much part of this Light and Sound show. However, certain omissions have been made only to keep it concise and keep the entire Light and Sound show within the prescribed time limit. But as I was telling you earlier also, Congress party has been alleging that the ruling party is trying to distort the history and in fact trying to ignore the contribution of Jawaharlal Nehru and Mahatma Gandhi. And this time around also, with this news break, you can expect that it's certainly going to gather more heat in coming days.